If you've been watching me for a while, you know I love to paint outside, but that comes with a lot of challenges. One in particular is how the heck do I balance all of my stuff and still paint? More often than not, I end up spilling things everywhere and it's a big ol' mess. Oh my god! Oh my god! But I love it, so I keep doing it. And before you get on my case, like, Sarah, why don't you just get a pochade box and a tripod and blah blah blah. Okay, I have all of those things. But oftentimes I don't want to go through the hassle of bringing all of my big painting gear with me because so often I'm going for little hikes. I just want to pull out my painting kit and paint for like 20 minutes and then go home. And so for a long time, I've been working on finding a really good little kit or setup that is more suited for my spontaneous painting needs. So in this video, I'm going to introduce you to my new hands-free painting kit. I hope you enjoy. Hello everyone! I am so excited to finally be making this video. I have been wanting a portable painter for so long, and I finally just treated myself and bought it. I'm breaking up this video into two parts because otherwise it would be super long. This first video, the part one, is going to be unboxing and setting up the palette as well as swatching out the colors. And part two, which will be a separate video, is going to be taking it outside and painting. I'm so excited to show you guys. So let's jump straight in. This is a little metal clip that keeps them from sliding apart. And here we have the palette. Opens up from the center. And we have removable half pans, which is nice. I have a ton of these lying around, so I don't have to worry about losing them. I'm not sure if they're supposed to come out as easily as this, but it doesn't matter to me. I might end up taking these out if they get a little bit too loose. It comes with a double-sided brush. Pretty small for little details, I guess. But I usually take my own brushes, so this will just be like a backup or an extra thing to have. Now, what I always do when I get equipment is figure out how to use it on my own before looking at the instructions. If it's easy to do, then it's a winner. If it's really tricky, then I'm not a fan. But this is obviously extremely easy. There we go. That's it. This is it. Super simple. Ooh, that's kind of loose. One of the uses for this little rubber band is that you can slide your brushes or pencils or something pencils or pens or whatever you want in there, and he'll have a little mini brush holder or pencil holder. I typically leave my brushes in the water, so it'll be like that. But it is nice to have quick access to your other tools like pencils and pens. But more likely than not, what I'm going to use it for is this, so that I do not lose this little clip. 12 colors we have to choose and add to this. I decided to take out the little half pans because I didn't want to worry about them falling out mid-painting. And then I remembered I have this old pan of Serpentine Genuine, one of my favorite greens, and I was going to just pour this into my palette like the rest of them, but I figured I might as well use this before it goes bad, basically. Because sometimes if you let pre-poured paint dry out for too long, it becomes really crumbly and just icky to use. So I actually got the little block of color wet and then stuck it back in the half pan that it came with and then shoved that into the palette later when I was filling the palette. Must-haves. Yellow ochre, Hansa yellow, ultramarine, helio, quinacridone, perylene violet, bonus colors, phthalo green, diopside, neutral tint, quinacridone burnt orange, potter's pink. You know, I'm gonna go with potter's pink. Although it's really hard to re-wet. I don't know, maybe not. Anthraquinone blue is a nice dark blue. Perylene green is beautiful. Gonna skip sapphire. English Venetian red is really useful at times. 2, 4, 6. Okay, so I have 6 colors I have to get to choose from. For coastal scenes, phthalo green is really nice, but I have a phthalo type blue here that I could mix into my other colors to make a sort of phthalo green. And I just use this so little that I think I'm gonna skip it. Perylene green though, definitely a winner. And anthraquinone blue because that's such a beautiful deep blue. Neutral tint is definitely up there with a useful color. It's so easy to just like quickly take this and use it for something stormy or tiny dark details or neutralize any color really quickly. 2, 4, 6, 8. Serpentine Genuine is a really useful color and it's beautifully granulating. I'll skip that one. I already have 2 greens. Fine. And 12 colors. There we go. Green, Perylene. I have a whole video about my watercolor paint research and what colors are in my main watercolor palette. I will post a link to that video on the screen or in the description or something, but I will also list all of the colors that I have in this particular palette in the blog post that accompanies this video. When I'm choosing a limited palette to paint outside with, I typically go with a variety of colors and try to get an even amount of warms and cools. It's also really cool to see how small it is compared to my phone, which, you know, okay, my phone is pretty big, but still, this little travel palette is so cool because it includes the water holders as well. Alright, this ends part 1, and next we are going to head to the coast for some plein air adventures. And, you know, I'm giving you 2 videos in one day. I think that deserves a thumbs up and a subscribe. But anyways, I will see you all on the coast.